I am the twin brother of Rhyss. I just came out 2 minutes after than him. I'm so glad we're out of lockdown. As you can see, we're all out and about now. And thank God for that one, because prior to this wedding, we were just about to careful the news about the government locking down again. Because as you know, we are not up to it yet, right? The Delta variant is still going on. And in fact, this variant is so massive that it just mutated again, right? Currently, the Delta variant that has mutated is called Omicron, right? And apparently it's more contagious, 3 times in fact more contagious than Delta, okay? Now because my wife is telling me to cut it short, so I have to say this one. It's my turn. I've got the microphone so you can take it out for me. Okay. Because the variant is so quick to mutate, the new one called Omicron. The next time it evolves, it will be called Megatron. After Megatron, it evolves again, it will become Ultron. Yeah. More. Okay. Now. So I'll be serious now. That was just a teaser to make everyone sort of more relaxed. Right? Yes, it's true. The thing does not hold back a bit. So yes, I have to hold this in my speech. If the first one took I timed it about 10 minutes, mine will take about 3 hours and 33 minutes. So you have to bear with me. If I continue my joke, because I heard from the bride that I need to say one more joke. Okay, so one more joke. Okay. So did you know that the Delta variant was your next right? So the next Delta variant is going to be, okay, it's going to be called Delta Gold Ring. When you're going to have this one, when you're going to get the Gold variant, you're not going to have nightmares, or you're not going to have heavy breath, but what you're going to get instead is sweet dreams. Now, seriously now, in behalf of our families, we'd like to thank you both for being here tonight, especially those who traveled far and beyond. I'm sure Rhyss and Dome are likewise elated for you guys being here celebrating their union tonight. So thank you. And to Dome, you've always been a part of our family, and tonight just makes it official. Okay? When Rhyss first brought Dawn to our house, or when she was coming to our family gatherings, as you all know, fathers and mothers, when they bring someone in the family, you keep an eye on them to see what their character is, what they're like in front of the family. And I know, and I can tell you quite frankly, when I first saw you, how you take good care of the kids, of our nephews and nieces, and your 3 brothers now. I can say that I have nothing but good words for you, and I welcome you officially to the family. Okay? Len, my girlfriend there, ex-girlfriend, she now have officially a daughter in you. So she can now curl and braid your hair, because when Ronan was young, she does it to him. It's this good. I hope you like shopping, because she likes going shopping as well, especially going shoes and bag shopping. And one thing I don't like is that she keeps on checking every single one of them only to get to the second store and not picking up anything. So if you're going to go shopping with her, good luck with that, okay? Now seriously now, let me just put my... Now, prior to this day, however, there were a few questions that lingered in the air as to why Rhyss is getting married at such a young age and might perhaps be rushing a little too soon. Let me therefore, once and for all, to put a closure on this one, answer those questions. I must admit, I was too taken aback when Rhyss approached us to convey his plans. Rhyss politely requested an audience with us, meaning me and Glenn, and booked a table in a restaurant. In this formal meeting, he conveyed his argument as to why he'd be given our blessing to enter into such a huge and life-changing commitment. In a true form of Rhyss' wisdom and maturity, he was able to articulate his plans and vision, and we have no qualms, but rather to wholly succumb to his wishes. Candidly speaking, the other factors that contributed to our nod are the following justifications. First, both have graduated in their respective uni degrees and are gainfully employed. Second, both own their respective properties. Third, both are fully matured considering their young age. And lastly, they both have a crystal understanding of what they're entering into and very much prepared rationally, financially, and emotionally. Most significantly, however, the one vital piece of argument that Rhyss forwarded in that formal face-to-face meeting that really struck me the most when he uttered the words with absolute conviction. And he said, "Dad, I did not enter into a relationship to muck around." With that words, I was dumbfounded, and the rest was history, so as the adage says. In absolute honesty, however, and fairness to Rhyss, Dawn was the only one and only girl that he brought to our house. And that one only girlfriend that she had. Dawn and Rhyss, as you are now entered into a serious phase of your lives together as a couple, with your indulgence, allow me to say some words to pander, to equip you as you face the daily grinds of being married. These principles are not taken from any other publications, nor from any books, nor from any online publications. But these are excerpts from personal life experiences derived from being married to one person for more than a couple of decades now. That's still your mom. These points, if taken seriously, rest assured, your union will run smoothly. I call this marriage guidance principle simply as Eureka. So what is Eureka? As you can see, there is a slide. Hopefully you can read it. Okay. Eureka is explained simply as a word exclaimed when someone discovers something, from ancient Greek word meaning I have found it. I can only imagine the feelings of joy when both of you found each other in high school, way back when you were first in Stanhope High School, St. Mark's, some years back. You know, when you find someone something special, what you would normally do is you cherish it, you treasure it, and you keep it safe, right? As you have now found each other in this sacred holy matrimony, treasure each other and love each other as well. Okay? So this Eureka Principles simply stands for respect, R for respect, U for understand, R for respect, E for encourage, K for kindness, and A for affection. Let me expound each of these letters to give you a better understanding and thereby gaining absolute understanding of this principle. So let's start with U for understanding. Understand that today is just the beginning of your married life. And as you journey together as a couple, at some point you will face storms and challenges such as financial, marital, and all sorts of problems. Understand that you have to face and tackle them head on in order to get them through these trials as quickly as possible. Understand the vow that you have exchanged a while ago for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health. Understand that you'll have to stick to one another through thick and thin, no matter what. It's just like crossing a river with a strong current. You'll have to hold on to each other tight, so you have to get to the other side safely. In the same manner, however strong the trial that you are going to be facing, stick together, be strong, and have an open mind and committed to weather that storm. Understand this fully well, and rest assured you're up to a good start. R is for respect. Prior to this decision that you are now, you have known each other for years, and therefore knows each other fully well. Therefore, you know each other's likes and dislikes, so respect that. You might have some ground rules of do's and don'ts. Respect that. There are occasions that after a challenging and tiring long day of work, you simply would want to be alone. Respect that. When one does not like asparagus or Vegemite, respect that. When you argue, learn to agree in disagreements. And when you come to a compromise, respect that. Never nag, you can, but just a little, okay? And never revive all fights or arguments, as this will only resuscitate all heartaches and pains. Just like a car for it to run smoothly, all cars must be working well. If one is punctured, you know what will happen. I mean, you can still run the car, but you know what will happen. The car will get ripped, and the rim will likewise be ruined. Right? At the same manner, at the same token, this respect is lost. You may continue to coexist in the same roof. However, this will cause serious consequence and make a huge dent in your relationship. So ensure this is checked all the time. E for encourage. With life's constant cycle of high and lows, ups and downs, someday you will find each other in this very situation. With this unavoidable circumstance of lows and downs is eventually upon you, this is where you need to encourage and support one another. It is in this very moment where your vow of in richer and in poorer, in sickness and in health will be put to test. In this trying moment, ensure you are tangible and have each other's back, encouraging and supporting one another. If one is in pursuit of a lifelong dream or goal, encourage one another and support as well. When you start your own family, encourage your kids to be the best that they can be. Just sit back and simply the biggest encourager for them to excel in whatever that is they're going to pursue in life. And K is for kindness. Abide the golden rule of do not do unto others what you want done unto you. Remain kind and gentle to one another, and rest assured you will have a peaceful and lasting relationship. However, as much as you want things to be as quiet and pleasant as possible, nature thinks otherwise. And thus, there are moments when you will have some plenty of quarrels and at times serious ones. In situations like this, the kind of attitude you will exhibit determines the course of the coming days. In moments of disagreement, what kind of treatment will you render to each other? Will you remain kind and gentle? Or will you render each other a cold turkey treatment? Or will you simply ignore each other and give each other a silent treatment? During the heat of argument, what kind of words that will come out from your mouth? Much more the tone of your voice. Will you let your mouth fire like an Uzi machine gun firing 100 rounds per second? Or will you rather bite your tongue and remain kind and gentle to one another? Remember, pen is sharper than words, so be very vigilant and extra cautious of the choice of words because this could leave a permanent scar in your heart. Bob, Rhyss, the one advice that you gave me when your mom and I had a disagreement, and you noticed that we had gone a little cold and been silent for days, which you and your siblings obviously thought something was rather unusual. You approached me when I was watching TV upstairs in our room, and you uttered these very words. Dad, you will not die if you swallow your pride, and not an inch of your dignity and humanity is lost simply if you swallow your pride. When you left that room, that made me really contemplate really hard and thought, you were certainly right. And to be quite honest, and to have serenity moving forward, I employ this piece of advice all the time. In fact, I use it too often. Sometimes your mom would say, "What are you sorry for?" Now, let me echo these words back to you, both Dom and Rhyss. In moments of arguments and disagreements, you will not die. If you swallow your pride, and not an inch of your dignity and humanity is lost if you simply apologize. I guess this not only applies to both of you, but all the couples of this room. Do I hear an amen? And lastly, A for affection. I guess, let me just reiterate what Father Baum had said clearly in this homily today. That precisely is the kind of affection or love that you should have. Okay? Now, the very basic of a building of a house is a strong foundation, so that the structure would last and survive the test of times for decades. At the same token, the very foundation of a lasting relationship is affection or love. Without it, it's just like a sailing boat, sailing without a sail, or driving a car, yet the steering wheel is not working. The truth of the matter is that you don't have to spend thousands to manifest your affection. Little and simple gestures will certainly suffice for for instance, when waking up in the morning, simply say good morning. And before you leave to work, you simply say, take good care. And don't forget to pick up your lunch on the way out. Or have a wonderful day at work. When you pick up a phone, simply say, how has your day been? And have you eaten? Ask, have you eaten? Or before you hang up, you simply say, I love you or I miss you. Before going to bed, ask, how was your day been? And kiss each other goodnight. Take note of special days such as anniversary, birthdays, and surprise each other with a flower or dinner somewhere special. From time to time, go out and have a date, watch a movie, or simply enjoy each other in the park, enjoying each other's company. Quite sadly, few times I heard about stories about couples who had separated apparently due to the fact that they fell out of love. This is probably because they've forgotten to be affectionate and did not exercise the simple, warm, affectionate measures outlined previously. These simple gestures will not cost you much, but when done as often as possible, it will rekindle, revitalize, and ignite sparks of love, such a vital building block of a healthy and harmonious lasting relationship. To recap, therefore, the Eureka principles simply, in times of trouble, understand each other. In moments of disagreement, remain respectful to one another. When down and feeling low, encourage one another. Remain kind despite of quarrel, and be affectionate as often as possible. As long as you always apply the Eureka principle and put God in the midst of every undertakings, rest assured, everything will go well. Amen? Now to Rhyss. Bob, as you are now moving to live a life together with Dom, I want you to know that our house is always open for you both. Not sure though if your room's still available because Ronan has been keeping an eye on it like a hawk. From a parent perspective, I want you to know that your mom and I are very much proud of you. You are every parent's dream child. I can never recall an incident where you had caused us a headache. You were such a joy and delight watching you grow up. You are very mature and such a responsible child. You just seem to know to navigate life's day-to-day complications and figure out the vision you want to achieve in life. Indeed, it is very pleasing to see you blossom into a man that you are now. I certainly enjoyed our journeys together while you ventured in various sports from your younger years, even our trips overseas in your pursuit to become a varsitarian. Though you were given a chance to be one, you politely declined the opportunity. Many would simply salivate and grab it with both hands in an instant if given a chance. Perhaps God have different paths and better plans for you. I have nothing but mere adulation and amazement for what you have attained in life thus far. Consequently, not an iota of doubt, nor an inch of fright that you would struggle. But on the contrary, however, I am very much certain that you will do well in your matrimony and in life in general. On a very special note, however, I want you to know that I have I have high regard for you, and you have not disappointed me in any form. In all that you've done so far and continue to do, you have gained my utmost respect and admiration. You will always be my little bubbly boy, forever embedded in my heart. And I'm so proud of you, and I love you so very much. Again, congratulations to both of you. And I got to read my dreams. What's only to drink? You're not allowed to drink yet. May I please ask everyone to be upstanding for a toast? To Rhyss and Dawn, for a bright and better future ahead. Cheers! Cheers!